Why do some people seem to constantly complicate their lives? Or why do some relationships feel doomed from the start? You trusted a close friend with a secret, only to find they shared it with someone else. Why does betrayal cut so deeply, and is it inevitable? Is it just bad luck, or is there something deeper at play? According to Robert Greene and his book The Laws of Human Nature, these situations stem from the fundamental traits of human behavior, traits we often fail to recognize or understand. But this lack of awareness can be overcome. In today's video, we'll dive into the fascinating laws that reveal why people behave the way they do. These laws will not only help you understand others, but, more importantly, yourself. Robert Greene, celebrated for bestsellers like The 48 Laws of Power, uncovers psychological principles in the laws of human nature that shape our actions and decisions. From irrationality to narcissism, these laws provide a roadmap to navigating the seemingly chaotic world of human relationships. If you're intrigued by topics of self-discovery and psychology, you're in the right place. On this channel, we explore books that shift perspectives and offer practical tools for everyday life. If you want more insights like this, make sure to subscribe. We share fresh ideas every week to help you take that next step toward personal growth. The law of irrationality. Think back to a moment when you made a big decision. Maybe it was choosing a new job or ending a relationship. You thought it through carefully, yet things still went wrong. Why? Robert Greene explains that while we like to think we are logical beings, emotions often have the upper hand, driving our decisions and distorting our perceptions. This is the law of irrationality. Our emotions dictate our reactions, often without us realizing it. To regain control, Greene suggests 3 practical steps. 1. Observe your emotional triggers. When you feel yourself reacting strongly, pause and take note of the emotion. Are you angry, frustrated, or even overly excited? Awareness is the first step to rational thinking. 2. Analyze the source of your feelings. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way? For example, if you feel resentment towards someone, could it be envy or insecurity disguised as anger? 3. Delay your reactions. Time is your ally. Instead of immediately reacting, take a step back, whether it's a deep breath, a short walk, or even sleeping on a decision. This delay gives your rational mind the chance to step in. Greene doesn't just stop at self-awareness. He advises us to extend this understanding to others, saying, accept people for their irrational nature instead of trying to change them. When we accept the irrational nature of ourselves and others, we unlock a powerful tool, empathy. And empathy transforms how we navigate every relationship. The law of narcissism. Let's be honest. When was the last time you thought about someone else's needs before your own? According to Greene, this self-focus is universal. It's part of being human. However, when self-love grows unchecked, it becomes toxic, leading to narcissism. What's fascinating is that Greene shows narcissism isn't all bad. A dash of self-love gives us confidence. But let it grow unchecked, and it morphs into entitlement, poisoning our relationships. The rise of social media has amplified this problem, making many people more concerned with their online image than their real lives. So how do we combat this? Greene offers a surprising solution. Empathy. Shifting focus from ourselves to genuinely understanding others is the antidote to narcissism. Here's how you can do it. 1. Engage in face-to-face conversations. Empathy isn't built through likes and comments. You have to connect with people in real life, observing their expressions, tone, and body language. 2. Practice active listening. Instead of thinking about what you'll say next, fully absorb what the other person is saying. Ask follow-up questions that show you care. 3. Focus on shared goals. Whether at work or in personal relationships, find common ground. This helps you step out of your own bubble and see things from another perspective. Greene emphasizes that empathy isn't just a tool for relationships. It's a skill that can transform your life. As you understand others more deeply, you'll also grow in self-awareness, creating a positive feedback loop. The law of role-playing. Take a moment to think about the version of yourself you present to others. Is it the real you, or is it the best possible version tailored to each situation? According to Greene, we all wear masks. It's part of navigating the social world. This is the law of role-playing. Every interaction is a performance, whether you're at a job interview, on a date, or even posting on social media. We instinctively present ourselves in a way that highlights our strengths while concealing our vulnerabilities. But here's the twist. Everyone else is doing the same thing. Greene argues that understanding this dynamic can give you an advantage in two key ways. 1. See through others' masks. Learn to read people's true intentions by observing what lies beneath their surface behavior. Are their words matching their actions? Their body language and tone can often reveal what they're not saying. 2. Refine your own mask. This isn't about being fake. It's about using self-awareness to present yourself effectively. For example, in a job interview, emphasize the traits and experiences that align with what the employer is looking for. Greene also warns against taking people's masks at face value. Social media, for instance, is full of polished versions of reality, but comparing yourself to these illusions only leads to frustration. By embracing the idea that everyone is role-playing, you can better navigate the complexities of human interaction and protect yourself from unrealistic expectations. The law of short-sightedness. Now think about your last major decision. Did you consider its long-term impact, or were you more focused on immediate results? Greene explains that most of us fall into the trap of short-sightedness. This is the law of short-sightedness, where we prioritize present desires over future gains. It's human nature. We're wired to seek instant gratification, whether it's choosing a sugary snack over a healthy meal, spending money impulsively, or procrastinating on important tasks. But Greene reminds us that true success comes from delaying gratification and focusing on the bigger picture. To overcome this tendency, he suggests these strategies. 1. Visualize long-term consequences. Before making a decision, take a moment to imagine its future impact. For example, how will spending on that unnecessary item affect your financial goals? 2. Set clear priorities. Define what truly matters to you. Having a clear vision of your goals helps you resist distractions and temptations. 3. Practice small acts of discipline. Start with manageable challenges, like skipping dessert or dedicating 10 minutes a day to a new skill. Over time, these habits build the mental strength needed for bigger sacrifices. Greene also highlights how marketers and advertisers exploit our short-sightedness by offering instant solutions instead of long-term benefits. Recognizing this can empower you to make more deliberate and mindful choices. The law of compulsive behavior. Do you ever feel like you're running on autopilot, repeating the same habits, reactions, or choices without thinking? This is the law of compulsive behavior. Greene explains that each of us has a character shaped by childhood experiences and daily routines. Over time, this character becomes a kind of destiny, locking us into predictable patterns. The good news? You can work with your nature to create a better outcome. Here's how. 1. Identify your core patterns. Observe your tendencies. Are you prone to people-pleasing, avoiding conflict, or chasing novelty? Write them down to increase your awareness. 2. Channel your traits. Instead of resisting your character, use it to your advantage. For example, if you're highly competitive, focus that energy on personal or professional growth rather than unhealthy rivalries. 3. Make small adjustments. You don't need a complete transformation to see results. Start by tweaking one habit or response at a time, like pausing before reacting in tense situations. Greene emphasizes that understanding and working with your compulsions is key to breaking free from destructive cycles. It's not about rejecting who you are, but reshaping your tendencies into strengths. The law of covetousness. Why do forbidden or unattainable things captivate us so much? This is the law of covetousness. Greene explains that people are wired to desire what they lack, and the harder something is to obtain, the more we want it. This principle is at the heart of marketing strategies, romantic pursuits, and even power dynamics. But how can you use this law to your benefit? Greene suggests two approaches. 1. Create scarcity. In any interaction, whether personal or professional, being too available can reduce your perceived value. By making yourself slightly less accessible, you can increase others' interest and respect. 2. Cultivate gratitude. To avoid being trapped by constant desire, practice gratitude for what you already have. Reminding yourself of your current blessings reduces the need to chase after more. An intriguing example of this principle in action is in negotiation tactics. By hinting that something is rare or limited, you can make it seem more desirable, gaining leverage in almost any situation. Greene also highlights how understanding this tendency can help you recognize and resist manipulative tactics used by others. Before we wrap up, let's revisit the key takeaway. Robert Greene's The Laws of Human Nature exposes the unseen forces shaping who we are and how we relate to others. From understanding the emotional triggers behind irrationality, to cultivating empathy to counter narcissism, to seeing through the masks people wear, and resisting the lure of short-term gratification, these laws provide a roadmap for navigating human relationships and mastering ourselves. Now it's your turn. Pick just one law from today's video and start observing it in action, whether in yourself or others. Small steps can lead to profound insights, and these laws are meant to be lived, not just learned. If you're eager to explore more, I highly recommend Emotional Intelligence: Why It Can Matter More Than IQ by Daniel Goleman. This book dives deeper into the emotional and psychological forces shaping our lives, perfectly complementing Greene's ideas. It's an essential read for anyone looking to better understand themselves and others. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want more deep dives into transformative ideas. Like this video if you found value in it. It helps us reach more curious minds like you. And share your thoughts in the comments below. Which of these laws resonated with you the most, and why? Remember, understanding human nature isn't about changing others. It's about mastering how you interact with the world. Keep observing, keep learning, and most importantly, stay curious. Until next time.